always think of love, just what I've been dreaming of. And I can never figure out, oh, how you do the things you do. That's why I'm so in love with you. I like the way you make me smile. Boy, you give me butterflies. And when I look into your eyes, I'll see the future, me and you. That's why I wrote this song for you. You to know what I think of you. L-O-V-E-Y-O-U. Baby, you've got what it takes to make your girl say L-O-V-E-Y-O-U. If I met you in the night and you asked me to be your wife, with grace and a smile I say, yeah, always now and forever. You be my one and only lover. Cause I like the way you make me smile. Boy, you give me butterflies. And when I look into your eyes, I'll see the future, me and you. That's why I wrote this song for you. Just want you to know what I think of you. L-O-V-E-Y-O-U. Baby, you've got what it takes to make your girl say L-O-V-E-Y-O-U. Pa-pa-pa-da-pa-pa, pa-pa-pa-da-pa-pa,
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Lieutenant Commander J. Glapohkpa Chesson, and welcome to my show. This morning, I'm at Toyin African Restaurant in Providence, Rhode Island, with the proprietor. Ma'am, could you kindly tell us your name and when you started this business?
My name is Toyin Bankole. This business started in the year 2020 during the pandemic period time. That is when this place was found, and then we started gradually. Now today here we are in Tony African Restaurant on Broad Street, number 45 Central Street.
So it's a bit, I know you just started and you're dealing with the whole Rhode Island community. What about the African community? Do the people know about you?
Yeah. Some African community have known us, so we are still introducing ourselves to the community so that they can know us better.
So what would you like to say to people on my show?
Yeah, I would like to say hi to everyone, my African people, both Liberia, Nigeria, Senegal, those all parts of Africa that are coming to eat here. It's not only Africa. We see a lot of white people trying to eat this my egusi soup with pounded yam. We eat like this. Some will come here, I teach them how to eat this. They will come here, they will use the left right to cut the fufu and use the right hand to make soup. No, I tell them no, this is how to cut the fufu. Then you put the pounded yam, not fufu. this pounded yam, you put it in egusi soup, then you swallow. And it's very delicious.
Well, thank you very much. I will spread your news around, let the people know about your restaurant. I had cassava leaf and rice here, were very delicious. Thank you.
Yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen, you're welcome to Doyen African Restaurant at 45 Central Street in Providence, Rhode Island, right behind the Dunkin' Donuts on Broad Street. You can't miss it. So, thank you very much again, and good luck with your restaurant.
Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh, yes, I get caught in this movement. Good morning. Welcome to Tune Commander, Glapohkpa Chesson talk show. It's 62 degrees in Providence, Rhode Island. Cloudy, cloudy, cloudy. And if the sun comes out and you got to go out there, be careful. Take heed and govern yourselves accordingly. Safety first. Okay, I just was watching the news and I heard Dr. Anthony Fauci talking about booster shots annually. And they're talking about as soon as this year. So it's going to be, I didn't get to hear the whole news aspect about it, but we're talking about the flu shots and the booster shots. So I don't know, we're going to be taking 2 shots now or only 1 shot, but Dr. Fauci is saying that we're going to be taking annual booster COVID-19 shots. So get those arms ready. Left, right, left, right. Secondly, kids and exercise. I was just hearing that they're doing some study on it, and these kids need to get out there, folks. These kids need to get out there and exercise. Obesity, childhood obesity, we can't afford that. It leads to different illnesses that may be lifelong. So get those kids out there. Get them off that computer, off those video games and stuff. Let them go out and play some basketball, run, walk, do something outside. This is summertime, and they need to get some sun. Okay? Now, thanks to our mayor in Loza, we're here today is the driver's restoration program, driver's license or driver's. What he's doing is all those people whose licenses have been suspended and revoked and blah, blah, blah for something, he's giving you the opportunity to restore your driver's license. So today is the program. You've got your problems out there, find out where it's going to be, and see if you can get involved with that. Okay? So that's my public news this morning. What's happening around in our community? Well, we know that most wealthy Liberian men were and are still government officials. 2, Henry Costa is running for senator, and the saga continues. So we'll deal with these 2 topics this morning, my people. Let me take a short coffee break, and I'll be back to handle it all for you. Handle it all for you. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Attorney Commander J.R. Glapohkpa Chesson. I'm at Flames, the Jamaican restaurant in Providence, Rhode Island. I'm here with the proprietor. Ma'am, could you kindly tell us your name and how long this business has been here?
My name is Sophia, and this business has been here for 6 years.
What kind of support have you received from the community?
Great support. We receive great support from the community.
And especially the African community?
The African, the Spanish, and then we're close to the hospital, so there's a lot of people that come by from the hospital. All different culture.
Oh, that's
Everybody
nice.
want to try something new.
Yes, I just took a shot of some of your food here. It seems very delicious. I've had some of them too, some of your meal.
Yeah.
What message do you have for your customers?
They could come anytime. Come anytime. We treat our customer with great respect.
Thank you very much, Sophie.
You're welcome.
And I hope you have good luck here as long as you're here.
Okay, thank you.
Have a good day.
You too, dear. Thanks.
Most wealthy Liberian men were and are still government officials. This kind of living, sponging off the Liberian people, has permeated throughout our society from time immemorial. A typical example is listen to that music by Takon J, the musician, what do you call it? Thick Narrow. One part in the song, he said, "You're not on salary, you won't take my check." Now, when I heard that, it didn't resonate at first. Then when I heard the song again, then it really resonated. You're not on salary and you want my check. He didn't say you're not working. He didn't say you don't have your own business. Or he didn't say you're not making your own money. He said you're not on salary. So it just goes to demonstrate further how our society is dependent solely on the government for survival. And this is not right. This is not how it's supposed to be, my people. It will keep us down. It will keep us rogues. It will keep us criminals. And this is what happened in our country today. Look at our country. Everything there is just to steal. The legislators, rogues. Now they're talking about passing laws that when you serve one term and leave, your pension will be half of your salary. How can that be? How can that be, my people? Is that how we run our country? We just give out these rules, free money. People come into our government, poor as church rats, and leave millionaires and billionaires in 1 year, 2 years, even 9 years. That's not how we run our system. And from what I see in my country, my people, we're still in a civil war. The war has not ended. Ellen Johnson said it was so in the war. But she came in instead of ending the war, she stole. Now she put us back into a war-like situation, a bellicose situation, where people just there to steal from us, murder our people who want investigate them, and just destroy the future of our country and our children. How can we live under these conditions? These are not normal conditions. These are extraordinarily unacceptable conditions of normality. This is abnormality. Abnormal. How can we deal with these kind of things in our society? People just come to government to steal and to enrich themselves. We can't continue on this trend, my people. We can't. Everybody can't just come to steal from the government. We can't. If we don't think about our future, about our children, and even about ourselves, our country will die. Because right now, Only the leaders stealing. And you have the haves and the have not in our country. And this is not how it's supposed to be. You can't have one group of people just stealing, and the masses of people just left to fend for themselves while their own resources are being controlled by warlords and slumlords and criminals. It can't work for us, man. We're in a warlike situation. We're still in a civil war. Our warlords and our war criminals and our bandits are still leading our country. They're holding us hostage. They're holding us hostage, and the international community condone this. The international community condone this because there is no way under the sun people will kill masses of people. Then you will take those same people and put them in government and say these people who are dummies and murderers and rapists will rule the nation as civilized men and women. Are you crazy? Are you crazy? Our international community is not helping us. And only fools will say that. Only ignoramuses will say that. Only dummies will say that. Only corrupt people will say that. Because they're being bribed to say it. Because there's no way under the sun any international community of European descent, American descent, Asian descent will sit down and see a civil war of murderers and bandits who didn't even go to high school, and will take those same people and say they will be your leaders. In spite of the fact that our leaders of educated men and women were nothing but bandits and rogues themselves. The Amos Sawyer, the Tupana Tipote, the Fambule, all of them were criminals because they went and sat in conferences in Ghana and things and ended up with us putting all these criminals back in government. And you want us to honor these people? And they seem to go, look at Elliot Cummings. Look at Elliot Cummings. Take another criminal, La Musa ability to be his running mate and you form coalition with him. Then yours look at our country and your thing will survive to be a better nation.
I would waste it all for you.
I know, man. This is the same insanity. This is insanity. How you want to lead our country from corruption and stealing and lies, then you go take a criminal to be your running mate. Alexander Cummings can't help us. Joseph Boca got Benana, Uri, and all the other criminals with him. Joseph Boca can't help us. These people can't help us. They can't help us. Because we end up just where we are and we go one step forward and two steps backwards. We end up just where we are. Because it's blaringly clear that what is happening in our country is not right nor conducive for a better Liberia. It's not. And no matter how Eric Cummings and his people try to justify his relationship with Musa Ability, this FIFA criminal and international criminal, it's not justifiable. It's not right. It's not right. Cummings' judgment is poor.
I would waste it all for you.
So where we go from here? That's why somebody got to speak up, man. I ain't joining nobody. I'm not like Spoon TV and all these kind of people. You know, I see the reality to the situation, and we got to address it. We got to say, no, this is not right. This is not better for the country, nor for our people. You know, everybody coming on government to steal. No, I don't think any Liberian rather work for the money. Benin Ayu didn't work for his money. Who has millionaires in Liberia? Famula didn't work for her money. Ellen Johnson Sally didn't. She worked for her money partly, but then she stole. So it's commingled. Ellen Johnson is just another damn criminal. All her children criminals. All the people in our legislature criminals. None of them got money. None of them went there with money. All of them went there depending on the government to buy them car, houses, and everything else. So our country It's a country that make people millionaire from stealing overnight. So, I mean, for us who struggle for our wealth and struggle to go to school and learn and do everything else, we got to watch our country of rogues and criminals enrich themselves at our expense. Time and time again. This is not the first time. It's been going on from the time Liberia was founded. And for us to change our country and make it better, this kind of thing got to stop. It got to stop. Because right now, excuse me, right now people paying themselves $15,000 a month, $30,000 a month. That's insanity. We're in a balance situation. Because only rogues will make this thing. That our people can't talk. We are forced to keep silence while the people pay themselves exorbitant amounts of money that our country can't afford. Now they're talking about putting pension in there and retirement in there where they will get half of the salary they're making right now after one term. Can you imagine these people, man? Our nation is a nation of criminals. Rogues, petty rogues. Petty rogues just come there to steal from the Liberian people and enrich themselves. But this is what the international community gave us with Amos Sawyer and Tipote and Famole and all the rest of the criminals in our country calling themselves gentlemen. We suffer. We suffer. There are only a few of us who are true patriots, who refuse to participate in this corruption and stealing in this debacle of leadership in my country. Only a few of us refuse to follow it. We refuse to follow it. We refuse to follow it. We refuse to be a part of it. Because it's not right. It's not just. It's not fair. It's not fair. Our country is still in a war-like situation. We're in a bellicose situation where criminals leading our nation. War laws, slum laws, bandits, economic bandits, all these people still leading our nation. It's not right. It's not fair. It's not right. It's not fair. How will we free ourselves of these people? We got to be freed of these people. These people, no election can free all of these people. Because look at the economic commissioner. All of them in bed with the people. Everything broken down. Everything. Our country is in a sad state because it will be hard for our young people to grow and excel under these conditions. No political party can change our country. No political party. Because they will just divide our people more, divide our nation more, send us into the abyss more, and we just end up wasting all our resources. Look at the money in our country. Everybody say money in the country, yeah, but it's not benefiting our people. It's not even fixing the roads in our country, my people. If the people were building roads and say, oh man, let's fix the roads all over our country, so when people get frustrated in the morning, they can jump in their car and just drive and get away and come home. They're not doing that. So we're just getting frustrated and sitting right in my rover smelling the stench and nastiness. Whereas you could get frustrated and jump in your car and just drive and go see Banga or Nimba in 2 hours or 3 hours and come back home. Spend the whole day out and come back home. We can't even do that. No roads. Inconsiderate people. Now, yeah, I heard Stanton Witherspoon on the Spoon TV show talking about how these people wicked. They're worse than wicked. They are demons. They're worse than wicked. When you just want to sit down and steal, and you see look at Monrovia, it rained this morning. Look at Monrovia. People's homes are flooded right now. No drainage in the country. These people don't care. It's not bothering them. So why should I care? Amongst my mother's children, I love myself the best. Once I get my belly full, I don't give a damn about the rest. That's the song of the struggle. Survival of the fittest. That's it, right there. And this is what we're living through, my people. It's not right. It's not fair. It's not just. It's not kosher. And we got to change it. Because this is still representative of a warlike situation. When we wake up in the morning and we can't put our feet down on dry land, we put our feet in muddy water and dirty water because all the money being taken, our leaders cannot fix the drainages in our country. So we are overrun with feces and mud and dirty water. Can you imagine waking up in the morning and putting your foot down and thinking that it's dry ground and you're putting your foot down in dirty water? You don't know what in that water. Now on TV this morning, the commentator was talking and one boy passed and said, "Oh, I just killed a snake in the water. I just killed a water snake floating in the flooded water." And he wanted money to show the snake. Can you imagine that? Waking up in your house with a snake in your house, a moccasin in your house. Can you imagine that? Or a Kisawa snake or any kind of snake in your house. Can you imagine that? This is not right. This is not right. Some people live in better conditions than the rest of our people. It is not right, my people. It is not right. You know, I'm not here to talk about government officials. I'm not here to point out the corrupt people. I don't know these people. I don't know government officials that cast their job to name all these people. I'm not here for naming people, but I'm looking at the conditions of my country. I said, no, this is not right. I'm looking at people driving and going in the ditches and slum water. I said, this is not right. This is not right. You hear how people building the roads and government officials coming and changing their engineering plans and telling them how they want the road to be built. This is not right. This is not right. Everybody want to be masters in our country. Even down to building our roads, people want to tell the engineers how to build our roads. This is not right, my people. But this is what happened when we let ignoramuses feel that they know things. Then they take over and want to direct things. That's the problem with ignorant people. When you make them think they know, then they want to intervene in everything and change it. Because in their minds, they know better than everybody. And we went on it with do. Now we're going on it with this other ignoramus called we are. How long will we do this thing? Huh? A dummy like McGill. They say he want to change the plans on the Firestone Highway. Told the people he wanted it this way. Now the road can't finish because the engineer's plans were changed. And we're going into the, and who's going to pay for all of that? We're going to pay for it. And the mess they make up, who's going to pay for it? We got to pay for it. If we don't pay for it, we'll not get done. But these people will walk away with millions of dollars to steal, plus the millions of dollars to mess our country up with in mismanagement and misdirection and misapplication. Then we got to pay for all these. It's not right, my people. We're still in a civil war. We're not killing each other with guns. Our minds are killing each other. And we got to save the Liberian people. We got to save our country. We are still in the mental civil war. And it's not right. It's not good. And we got to end it. All these slum lords and warlords and economic criminals leading our nation, they got to go, man. They got to go. They can't now look at they talking about Prince Johnson University. Where on earth would people name a murderer and a criminal like that? Give him a name university. And he want a government of Liberia to support it with his name on it. Hey, my people. Hey, my people. How low can we sink? Hey, my people. Hey, my people. How low can we sink? Hey, my people. Hey, my people, how low can we sink? I rest my case.
I'm a resident of Province and a manager of Dennis Kitchen, West African, mainly Liberian dishes.
How long has this business been in operation?
We've been in business for about 5 years now.
How has the cooperation of the community been?
It's been pretty much supportive, not just Africans, but also our brothers and sisters of the African American community also been supportive, as well as other African and even other nationalities. So far, so good. We've been having a lot of support from different ethnic groups and different nationalities.
I would waste it all for you.
I will waste it all for you, just for you. Okay, let's talk about Henry Costa, Lord. We got the news that Mr. Henry Costa, a big newsman, a big political insider, a big protester, a big world lawman, a big what else big we can put add to his name, is running for Senator of the Republic of Liberia from Montserrado County. He's challenging Sarah Joseph. Now, there was an interesting conversation with this Spoon TV team and Cosby on the Spoon Show. And, I ain't got nothing against Costa. Costa, he's a little arrogant. He's a little immature sometimes. He's a little boastful sometimes. But that can't deter him from being a leader of the Republic of Liberia. Yes, I've had confrontation with women. Yeah, right here. Liberian women sometimes, they can be overbearing. There are some women here, any word that comes out of your mouth about women, they try to attack you. Try to tell you, oh, you can't talk about women, you can't. I had to put some of them in their places too. You are not stopping but talking about women issues because you got women organization to say protect yourselves. There's a difference between issues that concern the community and news. So if we're dealing with news about women issues and people denigrating women and all those kind of things, that's one thing. But if we're touching on serious issue about women issues in our society, and I'm expressing my views, and you want to shut me up by coming in with your women issues, that's a no-no. I'm just the caster to some level on that kind of issue. Excuse me, folks. Let me just turn it falling down on my other computer here. Once you get these things going, sometimes the noise and all the different things, I can't even find my volume. Anyway, please bear with me. So, but those are the issues. You got all these things going on, and we got to separate the real issues and concerns of our country from petty issues. from petty issues. I myself don't like all the things Costa talks about or Costa does. People used to see me on his page. I used to blast him sometimes. I used to raise hell with him too. But I ain't got nothing personal against Costa. I think he does well for our country. He acts like he knows it all and he doesn't know it all. He needs to learn to. Sometimes he can be very immature and stupid too, and he needs to be broad in the place too. But that does not take away from his honesty, his sincerity, and his patriotism. Those are the three main things. Costa may have all his ways. He doesn't steal. He's not corrupt. He's not an enemy of the Liberian people. Those other aspects about his behavior with women and all the things we can rectify those things. Our behaviors that can be rectified and corrected before he become even a government official. Right now, women are expressing their views about his behavior towards women. I haven't seen anything that derogatory from Costa that would cause me to not support his candidacy for Senator of Montserrado County. I haven't seen anything. But when it comes to comparing him to Sir Joseph, the current senator now, I take Costa any day. Because all the things Sir Joseph doing, we know that not his own money. We know all those people in our legislature there. How many of them will take their own money from their pockets to do the things they're doing for Liberia? That a man like Sir Joseph doing for Liberia. And everything our people do, they want their money back. So you don't tell me Sir Joseph is so that humanitarian that he giving all the ambulances and buses. No. Something going on somewhere. If we really want to investigate this man, we'll find out that everything Costa saying, if it all is not true, majority of it is true. This man getting kickback for everything he giving us. The ambulances, the buses, all of it. He getting money from somewhere. People that saw Joseph them, don't just bring things and give it to us for nothing. That money, let's do a thorough investigation of all the money that Sir Joseph bringing into this country, all the buses and ambulances that he donated. Let's do a thorough investigation and we'll find out the truth behind all of this. But you don't come and tell me that our man like Sir Joseph, who in a corrupt regime, going on and getting all these things on his own accord for the Liberian people, please. Only people that Dr. Peabody and all the people there that believe that kind of thing, that are carrying around showing all the things they're doing, that other people have donated and saying they did it, and we believe that kind of thing. Look at Prince Johnson University. You want to tell me all these guys build those things themselves? They couldn't have. They just stole it, or they took donations that were supposed to be meant for the Liberian people, and they're putting it in their own names. These things have been going on from time immemorial. And these are the things we got to stop. And by the help of God, when people that Costa go in the Senate, we hope that he will stay on course and continue to speak and do things in the interest of the Liberian people. Because we need more educated people in the House. We need more educated people in the Senate. Half of those people, 95% of the people that are not educated. They're not educated. And the issues they're debating, some of them need more education on it. Some of them are blind about it. And it's hurting us. It's hurting us, our country, and our future. It's hurting us. And we got to take control of these things and ensure that people who care about our country and people who are patriots, people who are seemingly honest, serve us. Because I can say Costa is completely honest. I don't know him that well, but he appears honest. He speaks things that prick my interest for the betterment of our country So we need to separate the petty stuff from the real stuff that matters. Yes, I'm not saying women issues don't matter. Women issues are very significant in our country because women are some of the major leaders in our country, leading our society to a better society, speaking out against the ills in our society. Women are spearheading some of these issues. But still, we need real good leadership in our country. Our country is crying for leadership. And we found one in Costa, we can rectify that social behavior. If that's a negative social behavior, we can rectify that before he go in the house. We can demand that his behavior change towards women. But we cannot deny a patriot the opportunity to serve us and be a voice for us when he has always done things to that because of one minor thing. You know, it's not that minor. I don't want to bring it down to a petty stand, you know, denigrating our women and things. It's not minor. But those are habits that can be rectified. Those are habits that can be stopped, arrested. Behaviors that can be terminated. By telling him if he does it, we'll impeach him or we'll move him from the government position. He will not be able to run again. So that's my pitch on this. I just wanted to give the brother a shot to separate the issues. Don't let his problem, his social issues and character issues with women and things like that overshadow his patriotism and loyalty and zeal to see our country go forward because of all those kind of negative things. So that's why I support Costa. I think we need to give Costa a shot. You know, we could talk to him about his behavior and demand that he get on a straight and narrow course with women especially. But he's a patriot. He's honest. He has demonstrated honesty from time immemorial. He has demonstrated trustworthiness. So with his COP and his ongoing leadership of that group, I believe that he will be a good senator, representing Liberian people and speaking out in our interests. So I encourage my people to support the election of Henry Costa as Senator of Montserrado County. Aluta, continua. Have a good day, my people. My class is done so far. Let me just take some breaks. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Tony Commander J.R. Glapohkpa Chesson. I'm on Broad Street this morning at the Island Restaurant. It's a Jamaican-owned restaurant that has been here in Providence for a little while, I think. But before me, I have the proprietor. Good morning, sir. Could you tell us your name and how long this restaurant has been here?
I'm Ricky. We've been here over 5-6 years. Me and my wife. We started out a Jamaican restaurant, Caribbean. We're in front of 3 high schools, and we did burgers and fries, and that's now one of the most popular items here, like burgers and fries. So all the kids from the high school, they come here after school for lunch and then after school. So this place is packed during the day with kids.
So you get a lot of support from the community.
Yeah.
Well, I want to wish you the best, and we'll spread your news about this restaurant further, so probably your clientele will increase.
Thank you for that.
Nice meeting you, Ricky,
Thank you.
and have a good day.
You too.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Attorney Commander J.R. Glapohkpa Chesson. I'm here on Broad Street at 934 Broad Street at Sonia's Jewelry. I'm here with the proprietor. Sir, can you tell us your name and how long this business has been here?
Hi, my name is Pedro Feliz. We've been in business for more than 25 years.
And what kind of support do you get from the community?
Oh, we get a very strong support for the community. It's proof that we've been here for already 25 years. That means that we're getting very good support for the community, and we're very proud of the support that they provide to us.
Do you have any message for my people?
Yes, one of the messages that I want to give to my customers is that if you ever need service related to jewelry, or if you ever need to buy a present for your relative, just think about us. Because when you think about us, not only you helping us, you also we're gonna be sure that you're getting the best piece of jewelry at the best price in the community. And also we have other kind of services. We have selection of watches, and we do custom pieces like name jewelry and name rings. A lot of stuff related to jewelry. We also do jewelry repair. If you ever need service or want new pieces, you're more than welcome, so we can do it for you.
Thank you very much, Pedro.
You're very welcome, Mr. Chesson.
Have a good day.
You too, sir. Thank you. Bye-bye.
That's it, ladies and gentlemen. That's my show for today.